Wahpeton basketball is on the air. Tonight's I3G Sports Network broadcast is brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Hike Camp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Now, here's KBMW's Robert Wanick.
Welcome back to the Dog Den. For those of you coming over from the boys stream just moments ago, Kindred, number one team in the state for Division A, taking down the Husky boys 67-42. Kindred improving to 5-0, Wahpeton dropping to 3-3. And now we've got Lady Huskies hoops as they're taking on the Central Cass Squirrels. Wahpeton coming into this one at 3-5. The Squirrels 8-0. So the combined records of the two visitors tonight after Kindred wins that first one, 13-0. It's a good opportunity if you're the Huskies to put yourselves on the map. And the boys in the first game did a nice job of that, you know, holding 57 points for Kindred. Not a bad defensive showing for the Huskies. They just couldn't ever get the lid off on offense. And Wahpeton Lady Huskies are going to hope to put up a little bit more points in this one against Central Cass. So let's look into the power poll here for girls basketball in North Dakota as far as Division A goes. South Prairie Max, they remain the top dog, 6-0, 11 first place votes. The defending state champion, Devils Lake, for both boys and girls, they're number two, they're 7-0. They received 7 first place votes, so media voters a little torn between who should be number one. 11 for South Prairie, 7 for DL, and Valley City coming in at number 3. They just beat Wahpeton here 60-47. We'll get into those stats after our first break. Valley City's 5-1. Their only loss, a 66-64 defeat at Devils Lake on the road, so that is a quality strength of schedule loss if I've ever seen one. And Carrington, the stomping grounds of I3G Sports Network colleague BJ Walters, 9-1. Their only loss, a 62-39 loss at Devils Lake, so the Firebirds torching them on their home court. Central Cass, the team you're going to see tonight, 8-0. They're ranked number 5. Probably trying to show, hey, we're undefeated. We belong above those two one-loss teams. We shall see how they perform tonight against a Lady Huskies team that's certainly capable of playing with anyone. We've seen it. They played tight against Kindred, tight against Thompson, against Valley City. They were down by 3 at half. Finishing games has been an issue, but it's a new day. It's a new opportunity for the Lady Huskies. Your Division A Power Poll released Monday. Records as of today: number 1, South Prairie Max, 6-0. Number 2, Devils Lake, 7-0. Number 3, Valley City Highliners, 5-1. Number 4, Carrington Cardinals, 9-1. And number 5, we've got the Squirrels of Central Cass at 8-0. They're here tonight. We'll take our first break on the Red River Grain pregame show. We got about 10 minutes till tip-off girls basketball here at Husky High. I'm Robert Wanick. This is the Voice of the Valley, AM 1450, KBMW.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 28, 2025. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally. Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Lady Huskies headed back to the locker room. One last talk with head coach Brian Watson before we get this girls basketball game tipped off. It is Division A basketball. 3-5 Lady Huskies taking on the 8-0 Central Cass Squirrels. Central Cass rounding out the rankings at number 5. One more look at that power poll presented by Otter Tail Power Company on for conservation. You can watch this game on KBMW News Live YouTube. Hit that settings wheel top right of your phone if you've got some good Wi-Fi or some 5G. Or even some 4G, and you can watch this in 1080 HD at 60 frames per second. It's South Prairie Max at number 1, Devils Lake at 2, Valley City 3, Carrington 4, shout out again to BJ Walters, and Central Cass at number 5. So we'll see how they hold up to that ranking tonight against a Wahpeton team who's been in the thick of it against some good teams this season and just not able to pull out any big wins yet, per se. That's your power poll presented by Otter Tail Power. Let's get into that stat report. These are going to be stats from the loss to number 4 Valley City on Monday. 60-47, Wahpeton fell in that one. 14-13, Valley City led after one. 16-14, they outscored the Huskies in the second quarter to take a 30-27 halftime lead. Good hustle stretch by Jalea Lopez-Lee at the end of the half there. You can watch her highlights from that on the KBMWnews.com Facebook page. And then the third quarter, the lights went out at Husky High. 18-7 Valley City, 13-12. Wahpeton finally won a quarter in the fourth quarter, but too little too late. 60-47 was the final. Scout Woods led the Huskies in scoring. No surprise there. 18 points, 6 boards, 2 steals. A second straight shooting night for Woods that wasn't up to her standards, which are pretty high, but she was 4 for 16 on field goals. I know it says free throws there on the graphic, but that's incorrect. I made it, so I'll take the blame there. 9 of 11 at the foul line and 7 turnovers for Scout. So 4 for 16 shooting and 7 turnovers for Scout Woods. Hallie Miller, 6 points, 5 boards, 3 steals, only took 7 shots for one of your more talented players. I would expect that volume to go up tonight. It just needs to go up. She needs to score more points for this Huskies team to be what they want to be as they enter this game 2 games under 500. Claire Langenwalter, 6 points, 2 assists, 2 for 5 on threes, so an efficient night from Claire. And she's another player that needs to step up and score more. That could be said for a lot of this roster. Piper Nelson, you can't expect her to do a ton of scoring every night. She's only a 7th grader, uber talented, don't get me wrong. She had 17 points at Lisbon. But she's going to have growing pains, and we're going to need some of these older girls to take that scoring load. And Claire Langenwalter, with 12 points against 4 wins, Minnewacan earlier this year, has shown she can put the basketball in the hoop. And Sienna Fobb, 4 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals. Her typical, sprinkle here, sprinkle there stat line, doing some nice things. Limited to only 17 minutes last game, however. 31% from the floor, 21 from 3. They were 4 of 14 from 3. 66% from the free throw line. Only 11 assists, so still trying to get into that rhythm, passing the rock around. 24 turnovers. Whether you're a basketball fan or not, that number you can probably see is a pretty big one in the turnover column. So looking to get those down to about a dozen. That's what NDSCS women's basketball head coach Bryant Friskop told me earlier this year on the Giant Sports Show. Get that turnover number around 12. You'll have a good chance to win the ball game. That's your stat report presented by agents Matt and Amanda Frederick at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. For your injury report presented by CHI St. Francis Health, We've got a couple knee injuries, Olivia Hansen and Latea Luneberg. They will be unable to go to tonight for the Huskies. Of course, Luneberg, a stout presence in the painted area, and Hansen, maybe the best three-point shooter for the Lady Huskies. And hey, I see that she is dressed tonight, so let's knock on wood here, and maybe she'll be available. It'll be a little bit of surprise here, her season debut potentially, but either way, good to see her out there in the warm-ups. Looks like she's cleared to do some activity, and if we see her tonight, it'll be a huge welcome back party in front of a big crowd. So that is your CHI St. Francis Health injury report. A three-town crowd tonight, as I said in the boys broadcast. Castleton and Kindred bringing people to the Dog Den. Clearing out a little bit after those Kindred boys won the first game, but still a very nice crowd. Less than 2 minutes until they introduce the starting lineups here. Lady Huskies in Central Cass. It's the nightcap of a doubleheader at Husky High. I'm Robert Wannick on AM 1450. Streaming on KBMW News Live YouTube, part of the i3G Sports Network. We'll be back in about 90 seconds.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 28, 2025. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally. Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
One more basketball game tonight at the Voice of the Valley, and it is going to be a good one. Central Cass coming in here at 8-0, ranked number 5, and whenever you're at the bottom of the rankings like that, you're trying to hang on and hold on to that pedigree, make your way on up, and everybody is nipping at your heels. One of those teams is the Lady Huskies, who started off the season ranked number 5, fell out of favor. They are now 3-5, and no better time to get right than a packed house here on the tail end of a doubleheader after the boys lost to Kindred to open up the night 60-47. Farmers Union Oil of the Southern Valley starting lineup. Here's how Central Cass goes. They're the Squirrels. Number 2, Kenley Haug. She's an 8th grader, 5'5" guard. Number 3, Liv Severson, an 11th grader, 5'10" forward. Number 4, Emery Holland, a senior, a 5'8" guard. Number 5, Becca Cagley, a senior, a 5'8" forward. And number 11, a senior, 5'8" forward, Ava Cotton. So they'll go number 2, Kenley Haug. 3, 4, 5, Liv Severson, Emery Hall, and Becca Cagley, and double uno, number 11, Ava Cotton. And for the Lady Huskies, no changes here. They're going to go with Hallie Miller, Hallie Miller is a 5'10 senior guard. They'll go with Piper Nelson. She's a 5'6 7th grade guard. So we'll have an 8th grade guard for Central Cass and a 7th grader for Wahpeton. Some middle school ballers out here at the high school level. And then so junior high, I should say, not middle school. And Sienna Fobb, 32. She is a 6'1" sophomore. Kind of does it all. She can pass the ball very well in the paint, which is always a great quality from your number 5 to have. Scout Woods wears number 40, a 5'10", reigning all-state player, senior, and NDSU track and field commit. And then we will also have, that's it, right? Claire Langenwalter. Let's not forget about Claire Langenwalter. Excellent three-point shooter, hard-nosed defender. She's got the kind of that family lineage of just being a grinder out there. Her brother Nick was an all-state football player, state champion baseball player, and she does a lot of the dirty work for this team defensively. So they turn the lights down in here, and they introduce the lineups on KBMW News Live YouTube, starting off with Hallie Miller. These are always fun because we get to see the celebrations in the handshake line. Up next, it's Piper Nelson. She gets patted down TSA style at the end of the handshake line. Up next is Claire Langenwalter. She's going to flex her muscles. Looks like she did a little Cam Newton dab at the end there. Shout out to the former MVP. Sienna Fobb, she's going to do a chest bump. She's stronger than a sycamore tree holding down the painted area tonight. And Scout Woods, the superstar forward, coming out fresh off a 20-point, an 18-point performance. She's going to get the afro readjusted. Fear the fro. Wahpeton Huskies hope that's the motto tonight as they take on Central Cass. We're live, baby, AM 1450, KBMW. Thank you for tuning in to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmer since 1986. That's 4 decades. How about that? Thank you, Red River Grain. And a reminder to our viewers, you can watch this game in 1080 HD on your cell phone. Go into the YouTube player, click the little settings spin wheel in the top right corner, change it to 1080, 60 frames per second. Or you can watch in 480 if you've been having trouble with internet connection like we have here tonight. Hopefully that's not the case in this game. But it's thinned out a little bit here, and we're getting 5 bars right now, so let's rock. Tip-off tonight is presented by our friends at North Dakota State College of Science, the science of learning by doing. And Fobb tips it back to Langenwalter, and we will start this basketball game with the Huskies. Little dribble handoff to Piper Nelson. She is hounded on the perimeter, gives it up immediately to Claire Langenwalter. Langenwalter swings it to the right side of the court. It's Hallie Miller. Miller over to Fobb. Back to Miller. Nice one-hand grab there, a little stick-em on her hands. She'll swing it over to Nelson. Lets a 3 fly, 13 on the shot clock. That one's hard. Squirrels out and running quickly into the short corner. Back up top, it's Kenley Haug. 8th grader gives it up. Both teams kind of feeling each other out here on offense, seeing what they can get. 8th grader Haug between the legs. Ooh, crosses up the 7th grader Nelson. She leaves the floater long, and it's going to go off the foot of Ava Cotton. That was a nice little hang crossover. Let the ball out there spin in her hand and then snatched it away, unable to finish. Wahpeton will be working against a full court press here of the Squirrels. Back to Miller, up to Scout Woods, and they really had no problem cracking that one. Woods is going to force the contact down low, but she can't finish the finger roll from distance. And out and running, it's Haug. Haug thinks about pulling up for the 3. It's stolen by Sienna Fobb. Quickly up court to Nelson. Finger roll bucket. So Wahpeton hits the scoring column first. Took a little over a minute for either team to put points on the board, but the Huskies lead 2-0. Baseline drive, reverse attempt is blocked by Hallie Miller. So Miller with the stuff there of Emery Holland. And it's Woods on the other end, hard off the glass again. So 4 for her last 18 shots from the field, going back to that Valley City game. Nice spin move by Haug. She loses possession, stolen away by Claire Langenwalter. Miller somehow gets the wraparound pass across half court to break the press. She'll drive in, get bumped, nearly finish the floater, but it goes off the back iron. Good presence of mind there by Hallie Miller to feel the contact on her hip, lean into it. She's headed to the line for 2. First Miller free throw is good. Wahpeton's got a 3-point lead here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I know we don't have a scoreboard up yet on KBMW News Live YouTube. Just ordered it so we can have an automated one for you. But I will update you on the score as I do for the radio listeners quite frequently. 4-0 Wahpeton, 2-for-2 trip to the free throw line, Hallie Miller. Trap defense. Little nutmeg pass through the legs there, stolen by Scout Woods. She's going to drive to the hoop. And one into the woods. Scout finishes in the painted area through contact, 6-0. Woods free throw rattles out. So we're still at 6-0 here, Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. That's going to be a foul in the trap. Coach Brian Watson wanted a push off. Ava Cotton able to split the defense and draw a foul. So Cotton will inbound it in front of the Husky fans. Nice cross-court pass there. Piper Nelson bites on the pump fake, And Kinley Haug is going to score the first bucket of the game for Central Cass. Scout Woods quickly down the court. Those first two missed buckets, a distant memory. As Woods up to 4 points now. Wahpeton with an early 8-2 lead, and they're looking for their first ranked win of the season tonight. Flying around the court, it's Piper Nelson for the steal. Hallie Miller quickly into the lane. She drives, gives it up. Woods working in traffic. Reverse layup. Deposit that. The bank is open. Scout Woods is writing checks and cashing them early on here. 10-2, Wahpeton out early on number 5 ranked Central Cass. We might be in store for a good one tonight on AM 1450 KBMW, the voice of the Valley. We're coming right back on KBMW News Live YouTube after this timeout.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Wahpeton coming out looking like a brand new bunch here tonight. They're facing number 5 ranked 8-0 Central Cass. Wahpeton with 3 wins on the season. They got a 10-2 lead right now, and hey, we're living in the present. It's 2025, and all that matters is the rest of this ball game. I'm Robert Wanek here on AM 1450, and I fully expect Central Cass to make plenty of runs in this game, and there's a back cut right there. But good job underneath by the Huskies. Sienna Fobb standing her ground, forcing a travel. Really impressed so far by the ball handling of Kenley Haug, 8th grader for this Central Cass team. As Wahpeton splits the press up to Scout Woods. They're going to try to take away that drive as Woods is up to 6 points early. Nelson wide open, deep 3 off the back iron. Fight for the rebound. It's rolling around into the hands of Haug. She nearly travels, gives it up. Central Cass. That was nearly a double dribble, but she's able to maintain possession. Rebound down low and a bucket there. Number 3, Liv Severson. 10-4. Miller splits the press again, gets it up to Woods. She passes it across the court to Piper Nelson, who shoots it way high off the glass, and it's Haug with the rebound. Squirrels swing it into the corner, right in front of the Wahpeton student section, trying to drive on Sienna Fobb, but she holds her ground once again. 3-pointers up for Central Cass. In and out. Offensive rebound. Counted and the foul. So strong job on the old boards there by Liv Severson. Liv Severson with 4 quick points here, trying to make it 5. You can't get too excited against a good team like this when you get an early lead. Lots of time left on the clock, and I may be a little bit guilty of doing that already. Free throw no good. Woods with the rebound. She'll get around the pressure and get it into Wahpeton's side of the court. Miller controls it up top, over to Langenwalter. Langenwalter to Gracie Falk, who's just checked into the ball game. 17 on the shot clock. Middle of the lane to Miller. Short corner jumper for Sienna Fobb. That's her spot, but a little bit long. Quickly up court, and it's tipped off of Central Cass. So Wahpeton just does recover in time. We're talking about that defense of Claire Langenwalter in the pregame. She flies to the basketball there, forces a tip out of bounds off Central Cass. Wahpeton's got to get it in. They do. Langenwalter back to Miller. They've been trusting her to break this press. So far, so good. That one gets tipped out of bounds. Miller hits the deck. It'll stay with the Huskies. So 10-6 early on. Scout Woods with 6 of those points. A little stretch where she just went straight downhill to the hoop. Miller triggers it into Falk. She throws over to Langenwalter. Wahpeton kind of just surveying this zone defense. 15 on the shot clock, 28 feet away from the cup. Baseline, Miller drives, has a step on the defense, tries to feed it to the elbow to Fobb, but it gets stolen by number 12, Whitney Mitchell. She throws it off the Huskies' leg out of bounds, so checking in is Claire Woods. Going to give Sienna Fobb a rest. Fobb's done a nice job closing off the driving lane so far as the center for this Wahpeton paint defense. Strong interior play so far for the Huskies. Cotton splits the double team, barely, gets it up to Haug. Haug passes it over, Scout Woods over pursues. Claire Woods with the block. So Scout Woods gets bailed out by her sister Claire, gets a swat here. And the Huskies have the basketball back, 4-point lead. They have gone cold here in the last couple minutes. 3 minutes scoreless for Wahpeton. They lead 10-6. So that one's tipped out of bounds. Claire Woods trying to find Gracie Falk on the wing. Piper Nelson is going to check in for Claire Langenwalter. 2:23 to go in the first quarter. Miller side out. Gets it into Nelson. Back to Miller. She'll fire a three. Yes. She inbounds the ball, takes a couple steps in, says, you know what? Give it back to me. Knocks it down, 13-6 Huskies on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, representing auto owners. Nice drive from Cotton, able to keep her balance on the slow step and finish off the window, 13-8. Huskies have 4 players in the backcourt helping split that press, and no one accounts for Piper Nelson. Woods finds her for the cross-court assist. 7th grader gets on the board. Wahpeton 15-8. Cotton driving to the right. She's going to try it again. Euro step in the lane. Can't finish, but she's going to catch Claire Woods with her sneakers inside that restricted area. Easy call, 10 times out of 10. That's the forbidden area for the defense. Any significant contact in that little half arc underneath the rim is going to be an automatic blocking foul. You know, you're so focused on playing defense, sometimes you just don't know how far you're backed under the hoop. First free throw good. And Cotton has been part of the resurgence here of the Central Cass offense. They were down 10-2. Since then, it has been a 9-5 swing. Cotton getting to the hole. Second free throw is long, so a 1-for-2 trip. Claire Woods has the rebound taken away from her. Central Cass is going to steal a possession here. Cotton drive and kick. A little bit of a pile up in the corner. Dribble handoff to Cotton. She's going to kick it again. They get an open look at 3. It's long. Woods tips this rebound to herself. So Claire Woods gets the second opportunity rebound. Nice dish up court. Nelson to Woods. Returns the favor. Good connection between those two. The 7th grader and the senior puts Wahpeton up 17-9. Woods has a game-high 8 points. Final minute of the first quarter coming up. Another wide-open 3 up top. We'll see if Central Cass can hit. They do. 17-12. A little bit of confusion there on who that pass was going to, Falk or Miller. Neither of them get it, and luckily Central Cass kicks it out of bounds. So the Huskies, big break there. This has kind of been the story. Huskies fizzling out at the end of quarters, at the end of halves, at the end of games. A 10-2 lead. They lead 17-12 now. 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Miller, she drives baseline. Nice pass to Jalea Lopez-Lee. Bobbles it, gets tipped out of bounds. She's going to be the last one to touch it. Miller telling her to go up with that, but she just never really got possession of the basketball. Central Cass with a chance to cut it to a one-possession game for the first time. Three Squirrels all alone on the left side, but they don't get a shot off. Instead, it's going to be a Euro-step floater in the lane from Howe. She can't finish. Jalea Lopez-Lee with a strong rebound up to Miller, up to Nelson. She's going to Euro. Little Euro hop step. That was crafty, and that counts for 2 points. 19-12, Lady Huskies. Final 15 seconds of the first quarter. Nelson pokes the basketball away. A little bit of contact up top. She's going to get whistled for the call. So 2 fouls on Piper Nelson here. Got to be careful not to pick one up in the final 10 seconds of this quarter. Kind of surprised they're not checking her out of the ball game. 7th grader going to have to play out the end of this quarter very carefully. 6 to go. 2 seconds on the clock. Haug's going to shoot an off-balance three-pointer. It's short, and that's how the Huskies cap off the first quarter against 8-0 number 5 ranked Central Cass with a 19-12 lead. Scout Woods with 8 points in the opening quarter. We'll come back with Lady Husky Hoops on AM 1450 and KBMW News Live YouTube in about 60 seconds, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Welcome back to the Dog Den, a beautiful place to watch high school hoops, and we get 2 games tonight as Haug shoots a three-pointer that touches the rafters and comes down for 3. 19-15, cutting the Huskies' lead in half. Gracie Falk trying to answer here for Wahpeton. She'll give it up to Cambry Mauk. Nice pass inside to Scout Woods. Sienna Fobb with the assist. Sienna Fobb doing a little bit of everything, defense, assists, steals, and that's what makes her so valuable to this team. And Scout Woods with a vintage performance here, it looks like, already up to 10 points. Sienna Fobb reminds me a little bit of, kind of got that Gonzaga play. Kelly Olynyk, DeMontis Sabonis, guys, players who can pass the ball, play a little bit of defense, and also score. Cotton in the corner, guarded by Woods. She's going to skip pass it over to Haug. Just hit that big three-pointer for the Squirrels. Haug, an 8th grader. She's on the near side screen. Tipped away, double tip. Kept in bounds, diving on the floor is Hallie Miller. And that's going to be a jump ball. So Huskies playing with a little more urgency in this one, and you can tell as they lead Central Cass 21-15. They steal another possession there on a hustle play. You know, Wahpeton at times, effort a little lackadaisical. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Head coach Brian Watson agrees with that sentiment, and that's why they've faded in games. You know, they get tired and they just haven't been able to last. Today so far, max effort. As I say that, trying to run the camera and announce at the same time, we get a huge hustle play there by Kenley Haug. Tips it away, chases it all the way down the court, and throws it off the Huskies. Central Cass will retain possession right in front of the Wahpeton student section. Cotton gets it in. A little bump from Miller, but they're going to let it play on. Play wasn't affected by the contact. Haug's got the ball 28 feet away. Throws it into the elbow. She floats out to the 3, but Mauk steals the pass. Gets it into the hands of Hallie Miller. Miller dribble handoff to Gracie Falk. Left side Mauk. Over to Fobb. She gets it into Woods once again, who drives to the hoop. Assist, Fobb, bucket Woods. Back-to-back sequences for Wahpeton with those names. Fobb to Woods, and they lead 23-15 over the number 5 team in Division A. We'll take a quick break. 6:06 to go in the first half. You're listening to AM 1450 KBMW, watching on KBMW News Live YouTube, I3G Sports Network.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Following that high camp construction timeout, Wahpeton trying to build on this 8-point lead. Trying to cut down on turnovers. They had 24 of them in their loss to number 4 ranked Valley City on Tuesday. Still only lost by 13, trailed that one by 3 at the break. Right now, they're up by 8 on number 5 Central Cass. Sharing the ball very well in this possession. Piper Nelson's going to get the green light. Corner 3 long. Scout Woods with an offensive board. Dumps it inside to Miller. She'll miss the shot, but she'll draw the contact and go to the line. And that action where they just smash the ball in there from the wing to the post, threading the needle, so far so good. Sienna Fobb with 2 assists inside to Woods, and Woods trying to return the favor there to Miller. She'll head the line, 4-2. First free throw from Hallie Miller is off. Two dribbles, Miller's second free throw in the air. It's good. Wahpeton, largest lead of the ball game at 9. Started this one off on a 10-2 run. Haug running the point here for Central Cass. Talented 8th grader gets it over to Cotton. She's going to try to pass it short corner, tipped away by Sienna Fobb. So it'll be a baseline inbounds here for Central Cass, right in front of the camera on KBMW News Live YouTube. They'll get a 3-point attempt blocked by Piper Nelson in the corner. Scout Woods out running, gives it back to Nelson, and she'll roll it off the front of the rim, but an offensive board by Mauk will keep the possession alive. Fresh 35 for the Lady Huskies. So Piper Nelson blocked a 3-pointer. Ran all the way down the left side of the court for a transition layup attempt and missed it. Mauk keeps the possession alive. 18 on the shot clock. Miller, bounce pass into Sienna Fobb. She'll kick it back out to Miller. 3 goes up, 3 goes down. Sienna Fobb with a trio of assists, and Miller bangs home the 3-pointer. 27-15, Lady Huskies. Drive to the hoop, block attempt is going to result in an and one. So Miller sliding out, trying to block that shot just a hair late. And a good job finishing through the contact by Emery Holland. That's going to quiet the gym for a second. 27-17. Holland makes it a single-digit ball game. 27-18. Piper Nelson up the court. Drives left side. Dishes it out to Cambry Mauk. She was open. Didn't look like she was even thinking about shooting. Corner to Miller. They're trying that corner to low post action. Won't be there as Woods is moving block to block. Miller. Back up top to Mauk. 13 on the shot clock. Elbow to Fobb. She kicks corner to Miller. It's short. Haug gets it up to her teammate Holland, who finishes in transition, and Brian Watson wants to talk about it. 27-20. Wahpeton leads Central Cass, but Haug getting this Squirrels offense some good looks there, getting the ball into the hands of Emery Holland, who has scored the last 2 buckets for Central Cass. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout presented by High Camp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. Or we'll just stay here. If we can't get the ad to fire, so we'll stay here during this 30-second. But what a start for the Lady Huskies tonight. 10-2, they start this ball game against Central Cass, who enters here unbeaten, 8-0. Wahpeton playing with a whole different sense of urgency to start this basketball game off. Central Cass with a couple of answers, kind of like we expected they would bring. But so far, all Lady Huskies in this one. All right, we're back. That timeout was presented by High Camp Construction. Gary Page and the team there. I promise I'll get your ad firing next time. By the way, my dad has worked for High Camp Construction for like 3 decades. Great company full of hardworking people. And as I always like to say in the broadcast when I can, I'm proud of my old man. Piper Nelson with the Huskies leading by 7. Gets it into the front court. Woods inside. Off the pass from Sienna Fobb. That's another assist for Fobb. That's 4 by my count. And another bucket for Woods gives her a game-high 14. Central Cass gets it to their leading scorer. Excuse me, not the leading scorer, but lately it has been. Emery Holland will go back to the line. Severson has 7. Holland has 5 with a chance to match her teammate here. Scout Woods trying to steal that pass and get out running, but just kind of over-pursued it. That gave Holland a straight drive to the basket, but she's missed 2 of her last 4 free throws. Makes good on the second half of the trip. 29-21. Nelson up to Claire Woods. Claire's going to drive to the hoop. Try to get a basket of her own, and she leaves it short. Gets her own rebound, misses. Gets her own rebound again. She won't miss this time. She finishes and draws the foul. Flexing her muscles inside, Claire Woods. She wants in on the fun and pushes the lead to 10 here at Wahpeton High. Free throw attempt rattles out. 31-21 Wahpeton on your CFI scoreboard. Quick 3-point attempt here for Central Cass. Wahpeton doesn't get back, and it's Holland who makes him pay. She has had a hot second quarter here for the Squirrels. Cuts it to 7. Nelson being chased by Holland on the perimeter. She'll give it up to Cambry Mauk. Woods flashes top of the lane. Both Woods sisters working on separate blocks, but it's Piper Nelson who shoots a long 3 and misses. Woods gets the rebound over the top of the defense and finishes it, but they're going to call her for a push. You're allowed to go over the top of the player, but she kind of got into her on that one, it looked like, and they were right on top of it. She draws the foul call. Nice finish by Woods, but it's not going to count. 31-24, Huskies hanging on here in the second quarter. Central Cass riding the scoring contributions of Holland. Haug shoots a 3. She makes it. Back-to-back 3s for the Squirrels. Don't blink now. It's 31-26. Central Cass with a little pushback against Wahpeton. Miller over to Claire Woods. One dribble, left-handed pass to Scout. She's triple teamed. She scoops it over to Sienna Fobb, blows the layup. Central Cass has a chance to cut it once again to a 1-possession game. It's a beautiful block-to-block pass, and Haug's going to get a wide-open 3 on the other end, misses. Claire Woods fights for the rebound. Nearly steps out of bounds, gets it into the hands of a guard, Claire Langenwalter. Langenwalter gets it tipped away by Cotton. She'll retain possession. So Wahpeton just got to slow down a little bit, take a breath, maintain this lead. Woods over to Langenwalter in the corner, up to Fobb. It's Woods at the top of the key. Miller, she dives into the middle lane, turns around, shoots a jumper, misses. Offensive rebound, Claire Woods, she misses, gets another offensive rebound and finishes. So 4-0 boards so far for Claire Woods in the last 3 possessions. You know, it's easier to make the first shot, but you got to give her credit for the effort. Scout Woods with a block from behind. It goes out of bounds. 33-26. Second chance opportunities off her own misses in this quarter. Claire Woods, those have been crucial. She has 4 points. Cotton with a 3 off the baseline inbounds. Misses it. Rebound into the hands of Severson. They're going to shoot another 3. It's Holland. And Holland won't be denied. What a quarter for Holland. She's got 12 points. 33-29, closest it's been since it was 2-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Claire Langenwalter, top of the key, bounces it right wing. Claire Woods gets it over to a wide open Miller. She'll take one dribble in, out to Scott Woods, who fires the 3. It's short. Chasing it down is Holland. Here comes Haug. Nobody picks her up. Floater off the glass, middle of the lane. Complete collapse on defense there for the Huskies, and their lead is down to 2. Final minute of the second quarter. Huskies 33, Central Cass 31. Claire Woods dribbling against a double team. Scout Woods, she swings it over to Fobb, gets it to Miller. Miller with a quick first step. Little hook pass over to the corner to Fobb. Fobb's 3 finds nothing. Rebound to Holland. Up to Haug. And Haug can't corral the ball, but either can Wahpeton as nobody gets back on the defensive end for the Huskies. Central Cass whips it off the hands of Claire Langenwalter out of bounds, and Central Cass simply outrunning the Huskies right now. They're going to have to mush a little harder if they don't want to go into the half trailing. 33-31 Central Cass. Baseline inbounds play coming up with just 12.6 to go in the half. Wahpeton led by as many as 11. Inbound pass to Haug. Shot clock is off. Squirrels can tie or take the lead here. Holland, she's been white hot. A lot of contact on that one, no call. Rebound, Jalea Lopez-Lee. Sienna Fobb throws the ball back to her, but time expires, and Wahpeton, who once led this ball game by 11, is going to head to the locker room with a 1-bucket lead. 33-31, number 5 Central Cass. With a really good second quarter here. 10-2, Wahpeton jumped out ahead, got the crowd into it, but Emery Holland kind of silenced them a little bit with 14 points in the first half. We'll be back in a couple minutes with your scoring numbers from the first half. KBMW News Live YouTube, AM 1450, right there on your radio dial, kbmwnews.com if you want to listen on your cell phone. I'm Robert Wanick, and this is Lady Huskies Hoops on the i3G Sports Network.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 28, 2025. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally. Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Welcome back to the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. Wahpeton racing out ahead of Central Cass in this one, and they take a 10-2 lead, stretch it to 11 points at one point in the first half, but the Squirrels come flying back. 33-31, Wahpeton still leading, but, you know, more of a moral victory with the way Central Cass finished off the half. Central Cass entering this one at 8-0, ranked number 5 in the state. Let's take one more look at that power poll as the Young Vipers take the hardwood out here on KBMW News Live YouTube. South Prairie Max number 1 in Division A, Devils Lake number 2, Valley City number 3. They defeated Wahpeton right here on Tuesday 60-47. Carrington at number 4, and Central Cass has their unbeaten record in jeopardy here, one halfway through this ball game. 16 minutes to go at the Dog Den, and Wahpeton hoping to hang on for their first ranked victory of the season. Let's take a look at your scoring numbers here on the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. Your stat report is presented by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. For Central Cass, Kenley Haug, the 8th grade guard at 5'5". During that 10-2 run, she was showing off the handles, getting to the hoop, just not finishing, and you could tell that things were going to start to go her way eventually just by the way she can handle the basketball. You can kind of tell when a player's got that smooth flow that, you know, they're truly a baller. You know, they're truly a hooper. And you could see that from the 8th grader, Kenley Haug. She scored 9 in the opening half. 7 for Adrian Hintermeister, a freshman guard. So the 8th grader and the freshman, 16 points, over half of the points for Central Cass in the first half. Ava Cotton, the senior forward, she scored 3 points, but man, was she decisive on the drives to the hoop. She can get downhill in a hurry. I'd expect a steady diet of her to wear on the Huskies, because the Huskies tired to end the half. Nothing left in the tank, and Central Cass was just running wild like a cross-country meet up and down the court. Luckily for the Huskies, the Squirrels threw the basketball away on their own accord a couple times, or they'd probably have a lead here going into the locker room. And your leading scorer at halftime for the Squirrels, Emery Holland, 12 points. I believe all of those were in the second quarter. A big second quarter for her, a couple three-pointers, just carrying her team on her back to the promised land. And for the Wahpeton Lady Huskies, Piper Nelson has 6 points. Hallie Miller has 9, and love to see Hallie Miller in the scoring column. 2 for 3 at the free throw line. She only shot 7 shots last time out. She was 3 of 7 shooting for 6 points, so all of her scoring came from the field. She already has 2 for 3 at the free throw line. She didn't even shoot a free throw last game, so halfway to 18, that would be a magic number for her tonight. Claire Wood's 4 points, and man, were those big ones. She missed her own layup twice, got the rebound, and finished. Drew a foul on one of them. 4 offensive rebounds in the first half for Claire Bear. What a half for the 5'11 freshman. The tenacity that Wahpeton needs to pull out some of these victories. And Scout Woods, 14, back to business after a couple rough shooting nights by her standards. Missed her first 2 baskets tonight, but the great ones keep a short memory, and she just kept the motor running, head into the hoop, and now she has 14. 33-31, Wahpeton leads number 5 ranked Central Cass, getting ready for the second half here. We'll take a quick break on the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. I'm Robert Wanick, and you're listening to the I3G Sports Network. Get on over to YouTube and pop this up on KBMW News Live. Switch the settings to 1080 HD. We're going to have a fun home stretch here.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Minutes down, 16 to go in the nightcap of tonight's basketball doubleheader. Number 1 ranked Kindred boys handing Wahpeton a 57-42 loss in game 1. Wahpeton Lady Huskies, they have number 5 ranked Central Cass at 8-0 on upset alert. Wahpeton up 33-31 at the break. We were watching on the Minn Kota Egg Products halftime show, had the camera on number 4 Emery Holland. She was draining threes just like she did in the first half. 12 points for Central Cass. Wahpeton's got to put a GPS on her. They got to follow her around, put a ball hawk on her, do something. Find a carrier pigeon to let them know where she's at. Can't be letting her go off like that. Very good first half from Emery Holland. Outdone by Scout Woods, who scored 14, a game high. Ready to get underway here on KBMW News Live YouTube and 1080 HD. Ball is inbounded to 7th grade point guard Kenley Haug, who had 9 points in the first half. Central Cass working on the far side of your screen. Floater from Haug, a little bit hard. Rebound into the hands of Scout Woods. She gets it up to the guard, Piper Nelson. Nelson swings it over to Claire Langenwalter. Back up top to Nelson. Wahpeton will reset. Short corner at Sienna Fobb. Dangerous pass up top. Nearly picked off by Cotton. It is tipped away to Central Cass. Wide open layup inside. Who else? Holland. Ball bouncing around everywhere like a pinball. Central Cass ties this game at 33. You got to feel like if Wahpeton falls behind in this one, that's going to be tough against the number 5 team. So they got to go. 33-33. Central Cass has been coming back for the whole game. It's Wahpeton struggling here to get anything going. They get it to Miller in the short corner with 15 on the shot clock. Her shot bounces off the rim. Cotton out and running into the corner. Back up top. Tipped away by Nelson. Wahpeton struggling to pick it up. Miller does. Almost falls over, but gets it up to Nelson, who quickly shoots a long-range jumper and misses. Rebound tipped from Miller to Fobb. Nelson just throws it into no man's land. Luckily, Miller there to grab it. As Wahpeton way out of system here on offense. Cotton pressuring by the half-court line. Miller Once again, baseline corner where she does her damage driving. She'll give it up, however, cut in the middle of the lane and get it back. Dribbles through a double team, up off the glass with some spin. She'll draw the body contact. Wahpeton's going to take the ball out of bounds. So when they get Miller on the baseline, she's so good off that first step dribble. 33 all here. Number 5 Central Cass at Wahpeton. Inbound play goes up top to Sienna Fobb. Fresh 35 on the shot clock. There's Miller in the corner. She will drive baseline. Misses off the backboard, tipped out of bounds by the Squirrels. And that's the look they want with her. She's got great length, great speed off the dribble. Wahpeton, a little bit of trouble finishing tonight, but very strong on the O glass. Miller, baseline again. This time she'll shoot the 3. It's short. So Wahpeton getting the looks they want and not finishing. Cotton drives into the lane. Plows over Nelson. Kicks it out to Emery Holland. So Holland with the first 5 points of the second half, and she is single-handedly ripping the heart out of this Huskies team. Number 5, Central Cass, has erased a 11-point deficit, taken a 36-33 lead here a couple minutes into the second half on on AM 1450 KBMW. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the i3G Sports Network.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Welcome back to the Dog Den. Husky fans got to be holding their collective breath here, having some flashbacks. Wahpeton had an 8 or 10 point lead on Thompson. They led against Valley City, and they were up by 11 here against number 5 Central Cass. Central Cass leads by 3 now. I'm Robert Wannick on AM 1450, streaming live on KBMW News Live YouTube. Thanks for tuning in tonight on the i3G Sports Network. Piper Nelson is going to try to help Wahpeton get this lead back. They led for the entire game until moments ago, and they turn it over right away. Stolen by Emery Holland. Holland, an early candidate for player of the game. She's up to a game-high 17 points, making all the big plays here. Haug to the elbow. She'll get it right back. Over to Holland. No hesitation. Quick trigger. Bounces off the front of the rim. Good box out by Sienna Fobb, and she'll chase down the rebound. Fobb gets it stolen away. Cotton can't finish. Offensive rebound, however, goes to Liv Severson. She gets it out to Haug. Little step through jumper. Swoosh. Things are going from bad to worse for the Lady Huskies. 38-33 Central Cass. Sienna Fobb. Defense closing in the corner. She'll give it up to Claire Langenwalter. Langenwalter back to Fobb. 2 dribbles. Shoots a short-range jumper way over the hoop into the hands of Central Cass. Haug with a floater. Yes. 7-point lead for Central Cass, and the wheels have fallen off. Short corner again to Fobb. Up to Claire Langenwalter. 3-pointer could be just what the doctor ordered right now. Instead, middle of the lane, it's going to be Hallie Miller with a chance to add on at the line. Miller dives right into the middle of the lane, catches it, and as that basketball hit her fingertips, she went right back up at the rim with it. A bunch of arms around her, and she draws the foul. 40-35. Hallie Miller at the free throw line. Miller hits the free throw. She's up to a dozen. 40-36, and Wahpeton desperately needed that to stop the bleeding. Wahpeton dropping into a 2-3 zone now. They'll chase Cotton on the perimeter. She drives and dumps. Kick out. 3-pointer up for the Squirrels. Long. Nobody gets the rebound. Haug is going to shoot a floater. And Miller is coming the other way for Wahpeton. Miller gets it to Nelson. Miller dives again. Draws the contact again. And they're giving Hallie Miller those cuts to the basket when she's off the ball. So she gave that one up in transition to Nelson and just took a straight V-line to the hoop there. Get back to the free throw line, chance to cut it to 2-point deficit. Free throw up and in for Hallie Miller. Miller scored the last 4 here for Wahpeton. On the heels of a 9-0 Central Cass run. 1-for-2 trip at the line, 40-37. So a 9-0 lead for a 9-0 run for Central Cass and a personal 4-0 run for Hallie Miller. But Emery Holland puts an end to that with a 3-pointer. Holland up to 20, 43-37. 6-point lead for Central Cass. Miller with the shot fake, gets bumped twice. Second time she'll get the foul. (43-37) Central Cass. Over to Woods. She gets it in the corner to Fobb. Huge size advantage for Fobb, but she won't take it off the dribble. And Wahpeton is going to throw it into the backcourt for an over and back violation. So this will be the 3rd or 4th time this season that Wahpeton has played just a top-tier level team and had a lead in the ball game, only to watch it wash away. They trail by 7 here. 3:23 to go in the 3rd quarter. Holland, she gives it up. She's been white hot. Ava Cotton into the corner. Back up top to Haug. Tipped away, stolen by Fobb. Her 2nd steal of the game. Up to Nelson. Nelson's going to draw the contact down low and go to the line for 2. So now that Wahpeton has fallen behind in this one, the more times they can get to the line and shoot the basketball with the clock stopped, that'll be good. Nelson's first free throw, nothing but net. 43-37 on your CFI scoreboard. 43-38, she swishes both of them. Wahpeton back within 5 here. Haug will bring it up court, kick it over to Cotton. She's double teamed by this trapping zone. She throws it into the corner to Holland. Holland has nowhere to go. She falls on the out of bounds line, and it's going to go to Wahpeton. Her teammate gave her the ball when she probably didn't really want it. She had 6'1" Sienna Fobb standing right there, nowhere to go. All roads closed. Squirrels coming out with a full court trap here, and Scout Woods is going to try to dribble all the way up and beat it. She'll draw the contact and go to the line for 2. So Wahpeton having a free throw party here in the second half of the 3rd quarter. They need it, trailing by 5. Woods looking for her first points of the second half. First free throw in. 43-39, a chance to cut it back to a 1-possession game. Woods up to 15. Sienna Fobb checks out. Jalea Lopez-Lee in the game. Second free throw, good. 43-40, we got a ball game. Central Cass not going to run away with this one so easy. Wahpeton wants that lead back. Up top, it's Haug. Throws it down low, tipped away by Scout Woods. Cambry Malk fighting for the jump ball. She'll draw it. Basketball's going back to Wahpeton with a chance to tie the ball game here. They got to get through this full court press though. Miller, she'll trigger it in. Over to Woods. Woods up court to Nelson, but Nelson stops running and it goes into the backcourt. Central Cass grabs it. Drive to the hoop there. Looked like Central Cass might have just kind of fallen over, but it's going to be a foul on Wahpeton. J.C. Verkulen. Central Cass to trigger down on the baseline. They'll throw it up top to the leading scorer, Holland. Goes to her right, kicks it out. Central Cass working a little dribble handoff action. Throwing it into the backcourt. It's going to be an backcourt violation here on Central Cass. So we've seen one of those from each team against the pressure so far in this 3rd quarter. And the Squirrels have a narrow 43-40 lead, and they have fought tooth and nail to come from behind and take the lead. And it's Wahpeton on the run now. Cambry Mauk will run the point here. Little change of pace for Wahpeton. She's working near half court and draws the blocking foul. She'll go to the free throw line for a pair here. Some of you people who may be watching, Minnesota fans here, 5 fouls in a quarter means 2 free throws automatically. There is no 1-and-1 in double bonus, so Mauk will shoot 2. First free throw from Mauk is good, and we have a 2-point game, folks. 43-41 Central Cass. Mauk's second free throw is good. 1-point ball game. As I get the camera back on the action for you. Haug skips it left side. Little double team. It's tipped. Wahpeton can't rally to the basketball, however. Doing a nice job rotating, though. Long rebound goes back to the Squirrels. 3-pointer. Holland. Can't leave her alone. You know what's going to happen. She hits another 3. She has 23. 46-42. Here comes Scout Woods. Full head of steam. Through the body contact. Can't quite finish. She'll draw the foul. 46-42. Woods up to 16. Quiet quarter for Woods. She's got 2 points in the quarter. First free throw short. Wahpeton led this one 33-31 at the half. Emery Holland, who was basically non-existent in the first quarter, scored 14 in the second quarter. She already has 9 in the third. Second free throw from Wood is good, so she splits the trip to the charity line. 46-43. Central Cass still leads this one. On the ground, we got to fight for the basketball here. It'll be another jump ball. Looks like Cambry Mauk knocked her elbow on the hardwood. That can be tough. It's going to stay with the Squirrels. On the court for the Squirrels, we have Addison Huskies in. Cotton gets the inbound pass. She'll get it up to Haug. Not sure Haug has left the court tonight in Holland. They can't take her off the court because she can't miss. 16 on the shot clock for Central Cass. Cotton out to Holland. A deep 3, about 3 feet behind the line. Count that one, too. That one barely even hit the net. 26 points for Holland. 49-43. Scout Woods throws it away. Wahpeton once again reeling here on their back foot. Final minute of the third quarter, and Central Cass has turned what looked to be a surefire upset into a 6-point lead. Haug dribbles to the left. She'll kick it out. Central Cass fires again. Short. Rebound. Miller dribbles into 2 players. Stolen by Cotton, but Cotton will kick it out of bounds. So Wahpeton, a very big 45 seconds here remaining in the third quarter. They trail by 6, and they have the ball. They need a bucket. Miller, she'll inbound. Full court press here from the Squirrels. Miller gets it back. She picks up her dribble, though. Gets over to Fobb. They got to get it across. 27 on the shot clock. 26. He's calling a timeout. Coach Watson's calling a timeout, but they don't get it in time. It's a 10-second violation. And that's one you can't have. You call a timeout, it buys you a fresh 10. Wahpeton doesn't get it. They trail by a half dozen. Central Cass with an opportunity to add on. .8 to go in the third quarter. Cotton has the ball up top. Shot clock is off. Jumpers up, rattling around. Offensive rebound for the Squirrels. Number 22, Faith Bierke. Steal results in Piper Nelson going the other way. She can't finish the layup. Central Cass gets it tipped out of bounds. They'll retain possession. So after all that, Central Cass will have the last possession of the quarter, 49-43. Cotton will run the point. Right wing, 5 seconds to go. They get it to their go-to girl, Holland. She loses it out of bounds. They're going to say it was tipped. Central Cass will have 1.8 to work here. Watch Holland, left side of your screen. She's probably going to come off a screen here for a baseline 3. Here she comes. They don't get it to her. They're going to try again. They get it to her cutting, but it's tipped away, and that's how the quarter is going to end. So Wahpeton once had an 11-point lead. Seems like a distant memory. 49-43, Central Cass in total control here in the second half. 8 more minutes. We'll have a winner here. Number 5, Central Cass with a 6-point lead at Wahpeton High. We'll be right back on AM 1450 KBMW.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number 1 today.
Welcome back to Husky High, the Dog Den, home of the Lady Huskies. They have blown an 11-point lead against Central Cass. They now trail by 6 as we start the fourth quarter. Claire Langenwalter fires a 3, air ball. Hallie Miller fighting for the rebound. She's going to get whistled for a foul on the backside, kind of wrapping her way around the offensive player. Kenley Haug, the 8th grade point guard for Central Cass. Very nice game for her. She has 13 points. Gets them into their offensive set up top. Back to the left side, down low, Cotton. Late rotation there from Sienna Fobb gives Cotton the position, but she can't finish, and Fobb rips away the rebound. Big possession coming up for the Huskies. They trail by 6. Inside to Woods. Goes up, uncontested jumper. And she'll make that. Woods is up to, I believe she has 20 points now. So we'll await the official numbers. Central Cass fires a 3, and that one is good. And I'm talking, these things are pure, barely even hitting the net. 3-pointer is good by J.C. Verkulen. Miller, nice aggressive drive, hangs in the air for a midi, drops it. 52-47, both teams trading buckets to start the fourth quarter. Wahpeton's got to keep pace with the number 5 team in the state. Haug over to Cotton on the left side. Cotton into the corner. Back up top to Cotton. She'll try the right side. Dribbles in, gets fouled by Sienna Fobb. She'll go to the line for 2. After a massive first quarter, Wahpeton just a step slow on their rotations. Against a team like Central Cass, you're not going to get away with that. Ava Cotton trying to make them pay at the free throw line. First free throw from Cotton is up and in. 53-47 Central Cass. Free throws up. No good. Rebound from Fobb. Over to Woods. We're going to have another transition opportunity as Woods gets through, gets blocked by Cotton. Nelson trailing the play with the offensive rebound, loses the basketball. So a nice job by Piper Nelson running rim to rim, trailing the play, but she boots it out of bounds. Central Cass has a 6-point lead and the basketball. 6:11 to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Haug's going to bring the basketball up court. This will be an interesting matchup for years to come between Haug and Nelson at the point guard position. Tipped out of bounds by the Huskies. Nobody rallying to the basketball for Wahpeton. Holland Gets it into the high post. Haug, she's working off that action. It gets tipped out of bounds by Piper Nelson. That was nice. Haug just kind of gives it up to the high. Holland gives it up to the high post. Haug comes running around and gets the handoff in motion. Quick little point guard here for Central Cass, but it's tipped out of bounds. Cotton off the inbounds pass, going to draw the contact, head right back to the free throw line. Claire Woods just didn't keep her arms straight up, went down on the shot attempt, and that's going to send Cotton to the stripe. First free throw's good. 5 points for Cotton. As this team has been buoyed by 26 points from Emery Holland. Wahpeton trails by 8. It's the largest Central Cass lead of the game. Sienna Faub bringing it across half court, gets it into the hands of her point guard, who gives it up to Miller. Miller, nice little crossover, picks it up, thinks about the jumper, but instead goes against it. Claire Woods, good position on the post up in the lane. She can't finish. Another offensive rebound. She's going to draw the blocking foul in the restricted area. That's 5 offensive rebounds for Claire Woods tonight. And Miller will inbound it. Right in front of the camera, KBMW News Live YouTube. Looking for somebody to get it. Claire Woods, top of the key. Wahpeton's back in their offense. Or Claire Langenwalter, excuse me. It's Woods now on the block. Good position again. Passes it to the elbow. Sienna Faub. She deposits the jump shot. Okay, so this is going to be a foul on Woods. Looks like they're going to count the basket. Basketball was in the air. Woods kind of hooking the would-be rebounder, trying to get position. It's her 3rd foul, and she's been good on the glass tonight, so that kind of hurts. Looks like Scout Woods is going to check in and swap spots with her sister. 55-49. They're going to give Abby Kabervig a break, and checking in is Liv Severson. Severson with 7 points on the night for Central Cass. Haug with the basketball. She just drives by the defense, no problem. Just a casual couple dribbles to the right, pops a floater, 57-49 Central Cass. Miller, jab step. Cotton, not fooled. Back outside to Langenwalter. Swing pass to Nelson. She'll drive and shoot a floater. Similar to Haug's play. Can't finish. Woods with the O board. She can't finish. Haug running the other direction. See if she tries that floater again. Stamp the passport. What a beautiful Euro step. Lefty roll. It's a 10-point lead for Central Cass. Sound the alarm. It's exactly what's going on here. Brian Watson calls a timeout. Number 5 Central Cass has taken over in Wahpeton, flipping an 11-point deficit to a 10-point lead with 4:33 to go in the game. We'll take a quick break on AM 1450 and KBMW News Live YouTube, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Welcome back to Wahpeton High School. It looked like we were in store for an upset bid from Wahpeton. They had an 11-point lead on Central Cass. Central Cass has returned to the driver's seat, 59-49. Three-pointer from Piper Nelson is short. Offensive rebound from Sienna Faub. We'll have to see her numbers when they come out after the ball game. She's got quite a few rebounds, nice handful of assists, a couple steals as well. As Nelson drives and kicks to Fobb, short corner to Woods. She'll drive in the lane, draw some contact in the restricted area, and she's going up for 2. Just such a good job at forcing the defense to backpedal into the area where they can't be. It's going to send Woods back to the line. She's got 18. Hits the first one. Gracie Falk will check in for Claire Langenwalter. It's a 9-point game, 4:09 to go. One more free throw coming from Scout Woods. 2-for-2 trip at the line. She's got 19. It's an 8-point ball game. Abby Cobber, big check-in into the game for Becca Kegley. Piper Nelson, Gracie Falk, and Hallie Miller providing some resistance here in the press. Sienna Fobb tips that one away on the pass attempt. A little bit of a discussion there between the officials about where the ball was going. It was tipped. It'll stay with Central Cass on the baseline. Central Cass, a little bit of trouble getting it in. They'll lob it up top, right at the midline. They do get it in, and it's Holland. Gives it up to Cotton. Holland floating back to the three-point line. Cotton is going to use her hand to hook the defense. And Wahpeton's got a chance to cut into this one with time running out. 3:52 to go, 59-51 Central Cass. Again, Wahpeton led 33-31 at the break. A 28-17 run for Central Cass. Woods with a little crossover. She'll drive. That's going to be a charge. That's one where the defense is moving, but the defense is retreating. So if the defense has legal guarding position and they're retreating, they don't have to be set. Woods initiated the contact. She'll get called for a charge. I'm not sure what's going on here. Player that got ran over is a little bit worse for wear, but she's going to shake it off. It's Ava Cotton. She'll inbound it, and we'll play on. Cotton with the basketball in the backcourt. Took a hard fall there as Woods ran her over. Haug able to give it up into the corner. Drive to the hoop and a kick. Back into the hands of the hot scoring Holland. She'll draw some contact going up for 2. It's going to be a block on Sienna Fobb. Sienna Fobb's third foul, 6th-team foul on Wahpeton, so it's bonus from here on out for Central Cass as Holland's first free throw's up, rattles in and out. Holland approaching the 30-point mark tonight. She's got 26 to lead all scorers. Woods with 20. Kenley Haug with 17. Hallie Miller with 15. 27 now for Holland as she drills the second free throw. Piper Nelson trying to break the press. She'll dribble through 2 defenders, lob it up to Woods. A nice catch there. Throws it over to Nelson, who catches it in the air athletically and finishes. Caught me by surprise. Just missed that one on the camera, folks. My bad. She caught that one in the air, hang time, and finished it. Thought for sure that pass was sailing out of bounds. 7-point game. Cotton drives, floater short. Cotton saves it in bounds. Those are the type of hustle plays that win you games. And Haug misses the 3-point attempt. Sienna Fobb crashes into the back of Central Cass in the melee, and that's going to be a couple more freebies for the Squirrels at the foul line. So Wahpeton able to force a miss here at the 3-minute mark, but they just can't stay out of foul trouble. That's 4 on Sienna. And Cotton has had the brunt of some contact here in the last couple minutes. She misses the first free throw. Get her some ice after the game. Ava Cotton, a 5'8" forward, senior forward. Aggressive piece of this Central Squirrels team. Free throw's good on the back end, 61-53. Hallie Miller out quickly. She'll try the baseline. Can't get anywhere against Cobberbig. Pass into Woods. Misses. Tipped out of bounds by Liv Severson. So Woods got what she wanted on the look there, but she just couldn't finish it. We're under 3 minutes here. Wahpeton down by 8. Into Woods. Off the glass. She will finish that one. She's got 22. Wahpeton down 6. Not out of this ball game by any means, but they do need to stop. Cotton throws it up court to Holland. They're going to get it back to Cobbervig. Back to Holland. She lets it rip from 3. Short. Wahpeton a chance to cut into this 6-point lead. It's go time. Nelson dribbles through traffic. Gets it tipped away. Luckily gets it over to Woods. Miller. She'll cross up Cotton and go up and draw the foul. Now that is a savvy offensive play there. Right, left cross. Able to get Cotton reaching with her hand in the cookie jar. Chance to cut into this lead. We're going to get a full timeout here. Wahpeton trailing 61-55 against number 5 Central Cass. Hallie Miller headed to the free throw line for a pair after this High Camp Construction timeout on AM 1450 KBMW.
Hey, North Dakota State College of Science, students, parents, and sports fans. You can find all the fun student events and upcoming games on the NDSCS website homepage at ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Final 2 minutes and 18 seconds coming up at Wahpeton High School. Central Cass has erased an 11-point deficit, and they took a 10-point lead. Wahpeton has cut it back down to 6. Hallie Miller now for the Huskies at the free throw line. She makes the first one coming out of the timeout. Central Cass tried to ice her. She says, I think not. 61-56. Chance to cut it to 4 here for Wahpeton. Miller makes it a 4-point game. She's got 17. Central Cass throwing it around in the backcourt. Wahpeton racing to the basketball. Nelson with some good pressure. And they just get it across with 2 seconds to spare. Into the hands of Haug. She'll kick to Cobbervig. Back to Haug. Little shuffle step to the left, fires a 3, and that's a big-time shot. High degree of difficulty. She buries it. 64-57. Dagger. Woods throws it back to Miller. Nearly a backcourt violation. She'll save into the hands of Nelson. Some Cambry Milk up top. Wahpeton's got to go. They're using way too much time here. Beautiful no-look one-hand pass from Miller to Fobb. She can't find the rim on it. And a big break for Wahpeton there as Liv Severson travels, falls down on the rebound. Miller dumped it over to Fobb, and wide open real estate. Air ball from her, but Wahpeton's going to get the ball back. Underneath the hoop, $1:30 to go. In the corner, it's Nelson. 2 dribbles, baseline. Kicks it up top. It's tipped by Holland and stolen. Wahpeton running out of opportunities here, trailing by 7. Holland to the left, dribble handoff. In the corner, Cobbervig. She'll drive to the right, kick up top. They're going to get into the hands of Haug here, their point guard. Jab step, dribble to the left, another handoff. Shot in the lane, and that one's good. Becca Cagley, glad you could join the party. Her 3rd and 4th points of the ball game are big ones, and that should pretty much do it. 66-57 Central Cass final minute. Baseline jumper from Woods. Off back iron, no good. Wahpeton's in foul mode now. And they're in no urgency to foul either, so they're just going to take the L. They're not going to intentionally foul, and this one's going to end in an anticlimactic fashion. They're going to let Central Cass dribble it out. There was 40-some seconds left. You don't see that very often, but here we are. 7 on the shot clock. Central Cass will use all of it, of course. It's red ball. Tipped out of bounds there. 2 seconds on the shot clock. I have never seen a team do that. 40 seconds left. They're down by 9. You know, a couple threes, an intentional foul, but they don't even foul. So shot clock violation here on Central Cass. It's not going to matter. Wahpeton will get the ball back with 10.5 seconds left. In a game they once led by 11, they're down by 9. Great night from Hallie Miller, though. A lot of fight out of her. She's got 17. As Scout Woods will get the inbounds and drive to the hoop, kick it over to the corner. 3-point attempt from Sienna Fobb is up. No good. Woods with the rebound down low. She'll shoot and miss, and that's all she wrote. Wahpeton had Central Cass on the ropes, looking for their first ranked win of the season. 11-point lead, 10-2 run to open the game. Watched most of that lead evaporate before the half as they hit the locker room 33-31, and Central Cass never looked back. 66-57, Squirrels win. They move to 9-0. Wahpeton falls to 3-6 on the season. We'll be right back with your Miller Realty postgame show. I'm Robert Wanick on AM 1450 KBMW, the voice of the Valley.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 28, 2025. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Welcome back to the Voice of the Valley. That's a wrap on a doubleheader tonight. 66-57. Lady Huskies fall to number 5, unbeaten Central Cass. Central Cass moves to 9-0. Lady Huskies are 3-5. And, you know, you keep saying, at least I do, this is a Huskies team that can win in the playoffs. This is a Huskies team that could make a run because they have the skill of all these other teams. They led Thompson. They led Valley City. They led tonight by 11 against an undefeated Central Cass team. But then at the end of the second half, they just quit getting back on defense, and Central Cass was just racing down the court and beating them back there. Sometimes slow to rotate, just giving away too many free points, and against teams like this, you can't do that. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good you are, you'll be 3-6 when you kind of fade like that to end the quarters. So that's how it went. 10-2 start to the game. And once Wahpeton kind of flamed out and tired out and took their foot off the gas pedal, it was all Emery Holland. Let's get into the scoring. Kenley Haug, 20 points, the 8th grade guard at 5'5" for Central Cass. She had 11 in the second half. Liv Severson scored all 7 of her points in the second half. Emery Holland, 27, 15 of them after the break. I believe she had all 12 of her first half points in the second quarter. I definitely could be wrong on that. I'm trying to do like 15 things here. Camera, laptop, stats, all that. But 27 in the game, 15 in the second half for Emery Holland. And Ava Cotton was 7. That's how your top scorers for Central Cass rolled tonight in the 66-57 win. And for your Lady Huskies, Piper Nelson, the 7th grade guard, scored 10. She had 6 in the opening half. Claire Woods had 4. Hallie Miller had 17, a nice balanced game for her, 9 in the opening half, 8 in the second half. And Claire Woods had 4, I think I said that. Scout Woods, 22. She had 14 in the first half, 8 in the second half. When we come back, we'll talk about your play of the game and your player of the game, presented by Red River Agency and Essentia Health. You're listening to the Miller Realty Postgame Show, a tradition of knowledge, integrity, trust, and service at the Voice of the Valley. AM 1450 KBMW.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 28, 2025. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Welcome back to the Miller Realty Postgame Show. I'm Robert Wanick here at the Voice of the Valley. Thank you to everyone who tuned in on KBMW News Live YouTube tonight. We got like 400 plus viewers on the Kindred game, even though we had some technical difficulties. I appreciate you because for the girls game tonight, it went smoothly. So thanks to you guys who stuck around. And we're going to give out some of our honors as we do every game here right now. Let's start with your players of the game. We will go ahead and give out 2 of those tonight. Your players of the game goes without saying for Central Cass. It's got to be Emery Holland, 27 points, and she was a dream crusher tonight. Every time Wahpeton would make a little run in the second half, she would shoot a three-pointer that barely even touched the net. I mean, the trajectory of that thing, the rotation of that thing, it was as pure as it gets. A lights-out shooter. She could drive to the cup a little bit, too. So Emery Holland, she leads all scorers with 27 points, dozen in the first, 15 in the second. She said good night on the Huskies' comeback hopes. She is your Essentia Health co-player of the game. Essentia Health here with you. And for the Lady Huskies, I got to go with Hallie Miller. She brought it in both halves. She had 9 in the first half, 8 in the second half. But basically, they need her to score, and she's coming off a game where she scored 6. So for her to have the confidence after kind of putting up a dud, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, we've all been there. But when you have a down game like that, and you can come back and you could score 17, that takes a little bit of mental fortitude as well. And Hallie Miller, she had it going tonight. And some very smart plays, driving in the lane, drawing the foul, and ones where, you know, she'd feel the contact on her wrist, throw her arms up, making sure that the crew could see that there was some contact, and also getting good balance when she drove in the lane. She had an and one opportunity where she basically let the pass hit her hands and redirected it towards the hoop and kept her balance. So just a very good performance from Hallie Miller. 17 points, your Essentia Health co-player of the game, along with Emery Holland of Central Cass. And we'll get back after a 30-second break with your Red River Agency play of the game on AM 1450 KBMW.
Over the past couple years, my dad has started to slow down just a little. Mom takes really good care of him, but sometimes she needs some help too.
Dad always says, I might be slowing down, but don't think I'm ever going to come to a standstill anytime soon. So when our other sister came home for the holidays, we mentioned taking a tour of Twin Town Villa. Well, that turned out to be a great idea. Mom and Dad were so impressed with the staff, the overall environment, we didn't need to look anywhere else. They were sold right from the start.
Now they're both excited for the new year and a new routine. Take a tour of Twin Town Villa today.
All right, let's get back into it with your Red River Agency play of the game, your trusted hometown agents. I'm going to go with Claire Woods on this one. She checked into the game, and she got an offensive rebound. She missed her shot. She got her own offensive rebound, and she finished an and one. And that had the entire Huskies team in the paint, shoving her, giving her high fives, screaming in her face. It was a big momentum boost. for a Huskies team that took a 10-2 lead. And Claire had 5 offensive rebounds on the night. And I know it's a little misleading. She missed a couple of her own shots, but it all goes in the book the same. She went after the basketball on the misses and just working really hard in the paint. Claire Woods, only a freshman. Her best days are yet to come. So she gets Red River Agency Play of the Game, tenacious offensive rebounding, and 1 at the rim. Excuse me. So your final one more time tonight, 66-57, Central Cass. They escape out of here with a 9-0 record, ranked number 5. Wahpeton falls to 3-6. The Wahpeton boys opened up the doubleheader tonight with a 60-47 loss to number 1 ranked Kindred. Thanks for hanging out tonight on KBMW News Live YouTube and AM 1450. Robert Wannick signing off from the Dog Den. Good night, everybody. The voice of the Valley.
Tonight's Wahpeton basketball game was brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, High Camp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Be sure to go to kbmwnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. And make sure to catch the Giants Sports Show every Saturday at 9 a.m. Thanks for listening.